Hello everybody and welcome to Carol's Daily Sauce. Here I am with my church fan because y'all know I am always having a heat flash or something. I'm not no real young lady. I'm actually doing a reaction. You guys are probably going to hear the dogs in the background. I do apologize as we have three. But I just wanted to share with you guys something else. This is a reaction video of the life of Kiara. And it's so sad because before I go any further though, I do want to say this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to be reminded of each and every video that I upload. And please share because sharing is caring, okay y'all? So like I said, y'all, California is so hot. I'm blazing. I'm so hot right now. I never wanted my channel to be a channel of reactions. However, I do like the reaction that I get from doing reaction videos. And so with that being said, I need to put this disclaimer because I have a tendency to have people who don't know me from Jack Sprat come on and kind of preach to me and tell me who I am as a person. But the thing that we have to all realize, as I always say, every time I get on this camera, in front of this camera, in front of the camera of my phone, in front of the camera of my computer, whenever I get in front of the camera, I always say that no one would know your information if you didn't put it out on the internet. So with that being said, we know we have a lot of these people, a lot of young mothers who are actually making a living off of YouTube, putting out family blogs, putting out a lot of drama blogs, you know, whatever the case may be in whatever sector they may fall in. On Peace and Equality, which is Dez's channel. Dez is the husband of Kiara, soon to be ex-husband, because I didn't even know Dez had a channel. It was recommended for me and I went to it, and ironically when I went to it, Dez was filing for a divorce. So I was like, wait. I had just found the life of Kiara maybe about a month and a half ago, and I fell in love like I always do with them babies, you know. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. The little girl got so cute and chunky. Jericho is so sweet. And I believe this was one of those times when Dez was coming down to visit the kids. And when he was coming down to visit the kids, what actually ended up happening is Jericho was having a hard time with the separation of him and his dad. Everybody knows that boys love their fathers. I mean, you do have some mama's boys, but most boys are crazy about their fathers. So anyway, it kind of like broke my heart when he had to go back. And I found out at that time that he was in the military and all that stuff. So today, I ended up finishing up my homework a lot sooner, tests, paper, and everything, a lot sooner than what I would do it. So I was sitting here at the dining room table and I was just looking on YouTube, and came up action was on Kiara, the life of Kiara. She went outside and her car is gone. Here we go again, another one just like Jasmine. I mean, the first time I found out about my Jazzy life was through my daughter, and she actually was telling me, look at this, mama, you know, this lady went outside, you know, and the people was taking her car, blah, blah, blah. To me, repossessions ain't funny. I've had repossession. They're not funny. You know, they're not funny. But I just want you guys to know my reasons for giving a reaction is not to make anybody look bad, not to make anybody feel bad, but to give them a real opportunity to think about some of the things that they do on the internet, think about some of the things that they share on the internet, and to think about some of the things that they say. So what happened on this video, Kiara calls Dez and she tells Dez that she went outside to go and let the dog out or whatever, and she noticed where she parked her car is not there. So instantly she calls Des and she tells Des, hey, do you know what happened to the car? I went outside, the car's not there. Did you have anything to do with its disappearance? What's been going on? He said, I don't know nothing about it. She said, well, have you been paying on it? He said, yes, I've been paying on it. Um, um, and so I don't know what happened to it. And he claims that he had nothing to do with it. So he tells Kiara, Des tells Kiara, he says, well, Alaska, I think he said it's 3 or 4 hours away ahead, or no, where he is, which I believe is in Virginia, is 3 or 4 hours ahead of Alaska. So he has to wait until the actual car place opens, because right now, when Kiara was trying to inquire about questions and stuff, nobody really would talk to her because she is not the one that's on the car. Des is the one that's on the car. And I can completely relate to that, because I was a stay-at-home mom just like her, of young children. I'm so glad that YouTube wasn't out, because I probably would have been YouTubing way back then. I probably would have been YouTubing everything. But anyway, as I go on to look at it, she starts talking about doing a Fashion Nova haul or whatever. But you can really look at her and tell that she's going through a hard time because of the car missing. Her eyes are all swollen. She's all sad and everything. So she's on the phone and she's trying to see. You better not come in here. That's my husband, y'all. Sorry. She's on the phone and she's trying to see what is going on with the car. He's steady claiming that he don't know what happened to the car. So he said, well, when he finds out, that he would let her know. So in the interim, what Kiara is doing is she's trying to find out on her own. So she gets in touch with the police department. And when she gets in touch with the police department, oh my God, y'all, I gotta shut the door with the window because this dog right here. When she gets in touch with the police department tells her that they ask her for the license plate. She gets the license plate and she finds out that the car has been repossessed, that she needs to contact the lien holder. Because if you know anything about car repossession, which I do, like I said, I'm being transparent, you guys, I've had a car repossessed. What happens is before they repossess the car, they have to go to the local police department where you actually live at, and they have to get some sort of paperwork to get the car. They can't just go and repossess the car without getting the paperwork to allow them to do it. So anyway, they told her, she found out the car had been repossessed. She calls Des and she tells him, look, they say that the car has been repossessed. He says still he doesn't know what happened. Okay, anybody knows that if a car has been repossessed, it's only a few different situations that can apply. Either there's been stop payment on the car there has been a significant amount of time in which a car lien holder has not received a payment. You could have moved it out of state and not told the people, and they can come pick it up for that. But it's just really, really sad, because in the midst of the car being repossessed, and this happens with anybody, they don't care what you have in it. You can have your hard equipment for you to sustain yourself, in a heart attack. You could have, they don't care. You could have your equipment for you to give you some air when you have an asthma attack. They don't care. When they come and get the car, by that time, they have made so many attempts to get the car, to make contact with you in getting the car. Now, what I do want to say is this. The last time I seen Des on his page, he was saying, which is peace and equality, he was saying he was filing for divorce. I thought personally that it was pretty sad, because that's information to me that should be kind of private. However, Des is an intelligent man, and he was saying a lot of things, and so I went on this, I guess like a not a hiatus, but I just continued to look a marathon of looking at the videos, and it was so sweet because he was talking about this is where we were and this is where we are, and it was so sad because they were so in love with each other. According to what Dad says, is that basically they fell out of love. Kiara felt it more important to go to New York, to go back and forth to New York to visit her sister, her mother, and her family, but didn't find it equally important to take the children to see Dez. What Dez was having to do is he was having to get on planes and come down from Virginia to, I forgot where she lived at. I forgot. But anyway, at any rate, he was having to pay for money to come from wherever he was living, in his home, in the house, to visit her and the babies, when he felt like she should have made more of an effort to bring the children to see him. I will tell you guys this, I totally agree with that. I feel like if you're making an effort to go and see your family, you need to make an effort definitely for those children to see their father. It was pretty obvious from some videos that I've seen that Jericho needed to spend a lot more quality time with his father. He just needed to. That little boy was going through. So, like I said, this is not an effort to bash anybody or talk bad on anybody. Her wallet was left in the car, her car seats, her baby stroller, a lot of Jericho's things for his T-ball was left in there. So I just think that Kiara was being very, very trusting, and she probably figured since Dez was her husband, since he was in the military, from the last video I looked at, she had called his commander for something. That's a big no-no. I've done that before, and I will tell you guys what happened. I ended up separating from my ex-husband, and what happened is the commander, literally, and I'm telling you verbatim, the commander told my ex-husband, I don't know what it is you and her are going through, but whatever it is you guys are going through, you need to get it taken care of now. Because if she calls me one more time telling me about something you did, you're going to go before the captain, and it's not going to be nice. Because what ends up happening is they take their rank, they can lose money, all kinds of things. But Dez was saying on the video the other day that he was tired of paying for everything. He was saying that he had gotten her address. So basically, we know what happened. The car was repossessed due to non-payment. But I just wanted to say this. In the midst of divorces, whether they include children or not, you should always have communication and respect for one another. It matters. It definitely matters in divorces. I don't think it was wise for for Dez to do that, because what if she should have to take those babies to the doctor? You know, she may have some unexpected emergency, something go on, and something happen to the kids. Like I said, I'm trying to be positive in the situation. And her kids are so cute. Jericho is so cute, and because of his age, it's not going to affect Kalia. It's not going to affect her. Even though she loves her daddy and know her daddy, it's not going to affect her because she's a baby. But it's definitely going to affect Jericho, because Jericho is at the age where he has a relationship with his father, and he's already sad and everything about crying about not being able to see his daddy. So I just wish that they had done better with their communication. I also wish that they had not handled this on YouTube. Once again, the divorce shouldn't have been put on YouTube. Filing for divorce shouldn't have been put on YouTube. Their life and everything. And like I said, I don't know the whole story. I don't. All I know is what Kiara says and what Dez is saying now. I don't know the whole story and all the ins and outs of it. Neither do I want to know. This is just based on Kiara's video and my saying that when you are going through a divorce, and I can say this because I went through one, the most important thing is communication and respect. Even if you don't like the person, respect them enough to communicate with them. What I think Dad should have did was, you know what, since you're ripping running your tail up there to New York, you're gonna have to do one or two things. You're gonna have to start paying on this car, or I'm gonna have them come pick it up. Because they wouldn't have even known where the car was had he not told me. They probably would have, because, but then why would he ask her for her address? And I'm gonna tell you something. He gonna give the address, because the military, they don't play. The military don't want you letting nobody in their business. They don't want you getting the military involved in anything. They will tell them in a minute, I don't know, whatever it is you have to do it so you can shut her up. I called the commander, and one other time I called his command, who the person that was over him, and I knew her. And what happened is, it was something what happened is, my ex-husband had not started my allotment. And here it would be the 5th of the month, rent would be due, even though I was getting $1,000 a month for allotment. Here would be the 5th of the month. I'm getting charged a late fee every month because he's not sending me the money on time. So you know what I did? I started going, because I still have the card, I started going and getting all the money out. Sure did. Now, I know that was wrong because he still needed to live. But I bet you I know one thing, he got me an allotment started because he was sick of me going in there and taking all that money out. But in the realm of divorce, for the children, for your sanity, you need to have communication and respect. It works better for the children. Kiara was also saying now that she's going to have to go out and get a car on her own. She's going to have to go out and get a car on her own and build up her credit, because this was unexpected. And she'll end up getting a car. That's my prayer for her. I don't think it was real smart what Dez did, because now he got a repossession on his credit. Did he think about that? So it's just crazy things that people do when they get mad at one another. But we really, really need to think. Kiara was really, really trusting. I guess she felt like, hey, I got kids for him, and even though I'm not taking the kids up there to see him like he wants to, he won't do that. He did. Well, that's been it for my reaction to Kiara's live video. My car is gone. I hope you guys found this video interesting. Like I said, I didn't come here to talk about anybody to make her feel bad, just to give some tips going forward. You're still going through the divorce. The woman usually gets the most of everything, depending on what city and what state that they were married in, especially because of the fact that they have children. It's a sad situation, but just go ahead and keep them, in your prayers. They're a beautiful family, physically beautiful family. I just feel sad because I think that she and Dez made a cute little couple. They made beautiful children. But I think that what really happened was with Dez and Kiara, and I could be wrong. Age played a part. She just wasn't. Maybe she just did what she wanted to. Maybe she just did what she wanted to. Maybe they had went through so many things that she washed her hands on the situation and did what she wanted to, and then in turn he did the same thing. So I just feel like this: if you're trying to work out your situation, your marriage with your husband or wife, whichever is applicable, you need to work out the situation. Get your hips on back there to see what it is the other party needs. And if it was for Kiara and he wanted his family, and she really genuinely wanted her family, she should have took herself back. But I don't know the whole moral of the story. I just know her car is gone, and now she has to look into getting a new car, and she will. That's been it. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to be reminded of all of the videos I upload. You all have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Mwah.